So I just thought I would make this video. I don't know if anybody will see it, but we just had there was a 7.1 magnitude earthquake in that same area of California. That an earthquake not, what, 2 days ago? 1 day ago? And the story goes, my wife was outside on her front balcony, or lanai, and she was watering our succulents. Hi, somebody's watching. We just had an earthquake in Vegas. 4, wow, jeez. Hey, Queen R from Australia, do you have earthquakes in Australia? We just had an earthquake here. It's the first time I've ever been in an earthquake. My wife grew up in the Philippines and she remembers them as a kid. Let me turn all my chat on. And I was outside. Thank goodness, yeah. I was outside. My wife was watering some succulent plants, and I was in the front feeding our cats. We have stray cats that we feed. And hi from Wyoming. Hey, I know they have earthquakes in Wyoming, right, Corey? And my wife goes, honey, and she's sitting down and she has a bucket of water. And on the top of these really high pillars, we have these giant nopalus, or prickly pear you would call them if you're going to use the English version, plants. And she looks up and the plants are moving. And she goes, earthquake, earthquake. Hey, Ivan. Oh, man. Ridgecrest. Yeah, I looked it up. And so here I am. I look up and I look at our gate, and we have all these little like tchotchkes and trinkets, you know, it says America and welcome and stuff, and they're moving. And I look up at the lampposts, and the lampposts are swaying back and forth, and I feel it underneath my feet. It was frightening and scary. I don't have any live video of it because I didn't even have my phone on me at the time. So I ran inside, and siren muscle, we just had another one, man. It was bad. It was a 7.1, and we felt it enough that it moved the pots on the top. And these things are heavy. They probably weigh 75 pounds. They're full. They're giant, thick, 1 inch thick ceramic pots. They're like the type that you bake in an oven and you pay a lot of money for. And it was something else. Anybody ever see the original Superman? I'm talking Christopher Reeves, not the one with Brandon Routh, rhymes with mouth. And the original Superman, Gene Hackman, played Lex Luthor. And his idea was, I think, to create like seismic waves that would cause California to fall into the ocean. And he had purchased all of the real estate in like Nevada, on the western borders of Nevada and Utah. Oh, Bob, that was crazy, man. I can't believe it. I thought I would go live. My wife is in this restaurant right now. We're over here. She wanted some Filipino food because she's from the Philippines, and people from the Philippines eat Filipino food. So they went over, so we went over here. But yeah, man, that was crazy. Yeah, it just happened. Siren muscle, it happened at 8:19 p.m. If you type into Google recent earthquakes, you'll see it's up there. And then when you go on to the, hey Fung, when you go onto the U.S. Geological Survey's website, which is the most useless website on the planet, it shows that there's been no earthquakes over 2.5 in the last day, but there definitely was, and Google has it listed. Hey, since you're all here, why don't you give me a bunch of likes for surviving an earthquake? Surviving an earthquake. I mean, I honestly, that was just a weird experience. And I'm glad I wasn't the only one that felt it. Thanks for the like. 1 like, can I get 2 likes? 2 likes, give me 2 likes. 2 likes, can I get 3? Do I see 3 likes on the video? 3 likes on the video. Yeah, the fault's active, and there was somebody from the U.S. Geological Survey thingy that said that there was a likelihood, like a 20% chance of a bigger one. The other day was like a 6.4. 6 likes, awesome. And I just never been in an earthquake. You figure you don't live in California, you don't have to deal with it, but we all know that there's a possibility that there'll be earthquakes. It was my first earthquake, yeah. I hope everybody's safe too, Jacob and Rachel. Hey, Steven, heard the quake in Ridgecrest felt down to San Bernardino and LA. Yeah, man, I felt it. We saw it. I saw it. Hey, Larry, thank you. I appreciate you love my content. Stand in doorways. They are secure. It's also secure to run into the middle of the street and scream, oh my God, there's an earthquake. The ground is being swallowed up. I saw it. Yeah, hey, Trell, I saw it. As I explained at the beginning, so I'll go over it again. We had a visitor over to talk about my wife's paper flower wall business. Las Vegas is doomed. We're all done. And I was outside feeding our stray cats. Hey Kenny, yeah, no problem, man. It was big. 7.1's pretty big. Anything over 7's pretty big. I hope nobody's hurt out there in California. If you're in California, report in that you're safe. Do that Facebook thing. It's the only thing Facebook's good for. So I'm outside. I'm feeding stray cats. We have a very specific thing we do where I have 2 cats that are very much almost okay. And then I fed them by my front door, and then I go to the very front because we got one little tiny runt that has like no tail, and I feed him. And then I have one that's feral and he just hisses at me, and I feed him even though he's a jerk. Cats are jerks. I have 2 cats, and trust me, I love them, but they're jerks. So I put 5 piles of food out, and my wife is watering her succulent plants, which are those little decorative plants you see. And she can only water them at night so they don't burn to death in the sun of the day. And she's sitting down and she has a bucket of water, and she goes, I'm glad I'm not the only one that agrees on the cats being jerks, Mick. By the way, when my wife comes out, I have to end this video, but she's buying food right now. I didn't wear shoes. Look, it's pretty funny. I left the house not wearing shoes. I was like, we gotta go get our food. So she goes, I hope they don't have a no shirt, no shoes policy. Oops. And I said, well, I'm wearing a shirt, but I don't have shoes, and it's a restaurant. They have a policy. And I told her, I said, I'm officially completed my Filipino journey. And if you know anything about Filipino food, I said, I'm a show pao. I'm white on the outside, and I'm brown on the inside. Okay. So she goes, honey, earthquake, earthquake. And I look back real fast. There was talk about a larger quake after the Ridgecrest on the 4th. Maybe larger, I don't know, man. And the plants that we have, and as I mentioned, there's 2 of them. I just put regular gross dirt from the ground in there because they're succulents and they're cactuses. And it's on the LA News, 2 strong earthquakes. I felt, because it lasted a long time. I look over and the planter boxes are moving. And she feels it because she's sitting on this furniture that we built. But I'm standing on my own 2 feet. And then I don't have vertigo, but suddenly it felt like I had vertigo for a minute. It's like, whoa, I have vertigo. And it was crazy. And I look up and your husband's half Filipino. You guys have a great household. You're Vietnamese, right, Fung? So you're Vietnamese and he's Filipino, half Filipino. You guys probably have the most kickin' cuisine in the world. And I love pho noodle soup. And don't let any white person tell you it's pho noodle soup. It's pho. And there's places out here, so I'm convinced I'm gonna be like Russell Peters. And if you don't know him, he does the best. I'm not gonna do an accent to dishonor you, man, but we go to pho noodle, and there's some place, like, there's a place called Pho, okay, Pho, King, Long. And I swear to God, these folks might be naming their restaurants, so when they say those words, it sounds like you're waiting for a fucking long time. And I probably lost all monetization on this video by saying that. But I'm saying Vietnamese food, so I'll repeal it. But, you know, it's awesome, man. We have a place we go to called Pho Saigon number 8 out here, and it's great. And we always get a number 14. That's the pho noodle soup with tendon, and then I get an extra order of meat on the side. And I don't eat the noodles. I like noodles, but I like them too much, and I'm getting fat again. Janice felt the shaking. Hey, give me a thumbs up if you don't like earthquakes. If you don't like earthquakes and they scare the living hell out of you, they scare me. There's only 2 things that scare me in life: earthquakes and carnies. You know, circus folk, little hands. And if you know what reference that's from, then you're awesome. But it was a pretty... Fong knows, or she knows. You said you had a husband, I'm assuming. Black Widows. Yeah, they scare me too. Larry, I did my first ever live stream where I had 1,000 subscribers and I could finally do one. And I had a Black Widow in my backyard and I wigged out, man. I was like, oh, it's a Black Widow. I don't like them. Tornadoes? I've never been in a tornado. Where I'm from in Alberta, Canada. Oh, my wife is back. One sec. I think she's waiting on her food because she has no food and she has a bunch of change in her hand. One sec. Hold on. Hold on. We're talking... You're not on camera. We're talking about the earthquake.
Yeah.
There's 35 people talking about earthquakes with me live right now.
They were talking in there. They said like the customer were telling him like, you do know there's an earthquake happening right now.
Yeah, some people here. So what? You're not on camera. What did
It's only 5.
No, it was a 7.2.
At the center, yes.
Yes, but here was a 5.
It's only a 5.
Who says that? Them in there? So what did you feel? I was telling them what I felt. They can hear you at least.
One guy was talking about how he goes, well, how come I'm dizzy?
Louder.
He's saying that how
Louder.
come I'm feeling dizzy?
Okay. I felt like I had vertigo. It was
I know,
like,
me
I felt
too.
like I was gonna fall over.
I felt like I was drunk and I wasn't even drinking.
You were drinking. Oh man. So this is guy Koyoku Production says he thought he was drunk. See you later, A8 2018, if that is your real
There
legal
is.
name.
Look, there's
Al
cops.
Davis is back. Yeah, and also afterwards.
There's an ambulance right now going on.
Afterwards, there was a bunch of that.
Yeah, you hear that?
Yeah,
There's an
we
ambulance
don't.
behind
Yeah.
me just now.
Sunny's was fanning their hair. Okay, I didn't feel it. Sorry, Sunny's. You didn't miss much. You don't ever want to feel an earthquake. It's not very cool. Cali is expected to have a 10.9.
Our neighbor was loud.
Yeah, we have these
wondered.
neighbors across the street that are Arab Americans or Muslim Americans or whatever the term that doesn't get me banned off Facebook is nowadays or YouTube. And they were like outside their front yard screaming and yelling, and we thought, I don't know what we thought, but we thought maybe they felt it too. Hubby said go here. Little Pampanga Philippine cuisine if you haven't.
Pampanga?
Little
Yeah, Pampanga. Right here.
Pampanga.
This is the Pinoy.
This is the Pinoy. It stands for the Pinoy. Can I get a thumbs up? Geez, I'm telling all sorts of bad, horrible jokes. Apparently your cover is busted. Somebody saw your reflection in the window.
Oh, it's okay.
They said you're pretty.
Oh.
Aw. Yeah.
Oh.
So anyways,
So you know what? The girl in there, she goes like, how come all my life I've never felt an earthquake? I'm like, there's an earthquake going on right now as we speak. The earth is alive and well.
yeah,
dearest.
it's not good.
You just don't feel it. Okay, like 3 point something magnitude, you just don't feel it.
No.
4, you don't.
Well, my father was a courier at one point in Canada before he was a taxi driver, and he said he would have to go up these buildings. Canada has large buildings too. It's not just a bunch of igloos and hockey players and seal clubbers. And he said when you're on the top of the buildings, they would sway like this because the higher up you get. So that's an earthquake for you.
Can you imagine in Japan? You know that in Japan they have like special, there's ways. There's like a building code
Yeah.
in Japan that's earthquake
Yannick felt it
proof.
in LA. Really?
Yeah.
Well, most of our buildings are earthquake. They build them on rollers. Like the buildings are meant to shift.
Uh-huh.
Oh, by the way, if you're watching this channel, you haven't done it, and you're just here because you saw an earthquake, then you should subscribe to the channel because I started doing news, and I'm gonna have to do a news one on this tomorrow.
And there's not every earthquake creates a tsunami unless the earthquake is right in the middle of the ocean.
Aw.
Like what happened.
Hey, jellyfish watermelon.
And unless it happened just like what happened in Thailand that started in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, this
And
one was
that's
on the
why
dry
there
land.
was a tsunami. Here there's no tsunami.
Good.
tsunami.
What did you order?
Crispy pata.
Crispy pata. She ordered crispy pata. On July 4th, I didn't know what happened because I was in Utah. I didn't feel the July 4th one. Hey, T17, how's it going? Hey, if you're not a subscriber, then you should click on subscribe and subscribe to my channel. This is the blatant commercial. Oh, look, I'm so blurry. This is, what the hell? I really need to get an action camera, even then I don't think I could go live on it. This is my commercial to tell you that I do videos. Trigger, are you okay, Trigger? You need me to help you? It's scary when it happens, man. Bush did 9/11. 9/11! You want me to be Alex Jones for a minute? Be like, 9/11 is an inside job! I'm happy in Los Angeles. Hey, I'm in Los Angeles. Yannick, you felt it, I'm sure, brother. Was it hard to drive? No, it's not hard to drive. Earthquake only lasts a few seconds, jellyfish. But what I was saying is that we got a bunch of sirens and stuff zipping past us. It was a big boy earthquake, and I heard that there's a magnitude 52 earthquake coming soon, and then there's a magnitude 72. 9/11 did Bush. Man, you guys with your collusion conspiracy theories. Yes. I don't know. You know, if you want to laugh your butt off and you know who Jesse Ventura is, you need to look up Will Sasso. See, now, Yannick, they say it's a 7.1. Alex Jones did the earthquake. I can't scream loud enough on camera not to piss you off. Yeah, so apparently the earthquake was a 5 here, but it was a 4.2 in LA, and it was a 7.2 at its epicenter in the valley. And epicenter is a Latin word. Epi meaning I don't know, and center meaning center. What does it say? 500 subscribers, no vids challenge. How do you do that? Oh, I know how you do that. I'm at in Vegas. Oh, okay, I got you. 7.3 in Anaheim. It keeps getting bigger. It's the legend of the earthquake that keeps getting bigger. I'm so blurry. I hate my phone. I love my phone, but I hate my phone. So 500 subscribers, no videos. I imagine what you're doing is you're going on to channels and you're commenting on their videos. Hey Toronto, I grew up in Niagara Falls. Well, at least from when I was 4 to 11. Hey Carmen, in Vegas. Yeah, it's like everybody's calling to emergency services. They're like, I got an earthquake here, come and get them. That's not how it works though. In 2007, 7.2 hit the Hawaii Islands. We lost power for 12 hours that day. Well, Larry Wilson, I'll have you know when I visit the Philippines, sometimes they lose power for 12 hours for no reason. So, but you know what? By the way, love my phone on weekends, but when I'm studying. Yeah, it was scary. I just felt it as my door was shaking. I'll tell you this, man. When I was younger, we would lose power, like in Canada. And then this winter, we lost power twice here in Nevada for no reason. It was just like, oh, there's an outage in your area. One time, it was the first day it snowed. It wasn't the big snowfall that we had, but it was the first day that we snowed. And 49, 47. Do you think this is going to get worse? I don't know, Jellyfish. They say that the tectonic plates are really, really active right now. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I know that it sucks if something serious happened. It would sure as hell disrupt our tourism here because 25% of people that come to Vegas come from Las Vegas. The next earthquake is scheduled for July 14th. It's going to happen at 4:45 p.m. What's the worst you think would happen if a bigger earthquake hit Vegas? Well, our tourism would be cut by a quarter. I'm not putting on makeup. You ever see Philip DeFranco? That dude wears makeup now, and his stupid stories always appear on my feed. And I'm not allowed to have stories because I only have X amount of subscribers. I need to have 10,000 subscribers to have stories. But I could post some stories for you. I probably wouldn't post. Well, I'm trying to post social media stuff on my Facebook. There's a community feed. Guys, just to inform, the earthquake was a 7.1, dropped to a 6.9. And the scary part, it might hit 7.7. What about the Hoover Dam? The Hoover Dam is probably going to survive for the ages. And I don't know what to tell you. What's going on? My wife is back. Hi, wife. You're back. You want to show her? You don't have to be on camera. What'd you buy? Who wants to see what my...
Crispy pasta.
Who's a crispy pata? I think it's a type of
This right here.
pork dish?
Pork hock.
Pork hock. Here's some pork legs. So, Josiah, I think the Hoover Dam's fine. Oh, man, that looks pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh, it smells really good. Oh my god, it's so crispy.
Crispy.
Yes. Crisps up. Food. Welcome to my food channel, bros.
Okay.
And this. So she's gonna video me while I drive, while I can blah 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 about this stuff. So just video me while I drive. It doesn't really matter.
Hang on, Baba.
And then there's a good chance because Verizon is Verizon that no, you just hold the camera at me. That's all. There you go. You can pull
Honey,
it.
it's my photo. My face is right there. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Everybody saw you.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, told you before. Oh, anyways, I gotta go because I can't drive. Well, I can drive if I put it here. All right, so let's see here. Anyways, I didn't know your face was on there. Okay, I'll edit that part out afterwards. It's okay. Anyways, my wife has a privacy policy. So no one can see that, and you can see me, and I'm gonna drive home and talk on the camera about whatever. So you said you had those when you were a kid, honey? She did.
I don't know if we can get out this way, babe. Can we get out this way?
Yeah, we're gonna make a U-turn. 63 subscribers. I can't even pay attention to everything. No, I'm not leaving right now. I'm gonna drive home. I don't love earthquakes. Earthquakes are bad. Natural disasters are creepy. Everybody's saying there was a second one now.
It's going to be in a couple of days. In about a week from now, it'll be. It's
Maybe
called
a 7,
Aftershock.
7.7. How's the
There's
situation?
supposed to be a big one. There's supposed to be a big one, not the big one.
The big one.
From no, because
not.
first of all, it's on the plate part of the earthquake, right?
Yeah.
What you call like the Ring of Fire.
Right.
Right. California, especially right on the coastal area, it's inland.
Right.
So it's not gonna be like where everybody's talking about. Oh, we're waiting for the big one. It's not gonna be the big one. That'll be a while.
So Robert says more people die from ice-related incidents than earthquakes. That's
Did you
true.
know that there would have been more people that died on that earthquake, on Northridge earthquake,
Yeah.
back in 1994? Why is that the only reason why there wasn't a whole lot of people that died?
Why is that?
It was Martin Luther King's Day.
And nobody was anywhere. Weren't you in California that day?
Yes, I was.
What was that like?
Well, I was in San Diego, so I didn't.
Oh wait, yeah,
feel
because that
it.
was in the Bay Area, right?
Yeah, Northridge.
Isn't there a nuclear facility in Northridge? That would be scary.
Yeah, right on. What's that Northridge?
Oh, somebody was asking about Hoover Dam. So let me just say this: the first
Oh my
time,
God, Hoover Dam.
the first time, my wife took me to Hoover Dam. We were driving down these switchbacks, and if you don't know what switchbacks are, they're these curvy roads that gets to the Hoover Dam, and we were stuck behind traffic cones. And right when we're getting down to Hoover Dam, I hear and I feel, boom, and I thought, what the hell is that? Well, it turns out that they were dynamiting controlled blasts at Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
And they were building the supports for the Bradley, oh my gosh, what's the name of that guy? Tillman. The Tillman Bradley Memorial Bridge that honors a politician from Nevada named Bradley and Pat Tillman, who was the Arizona Cardinal that went and gave his life for us to fight in Afghanistan. And they were
Killed by a
dynamiting.
friendly fire.
Killed by friendly fire, mind you. That's crazy. But they were dynamiting at the Hoover Dam. So I think the Hoover Dam is okay when an earthquake happens. You think San Andrea Fault's going to happen? Jellyfish says San Andrea is all over my mind. This one felt stronger than the one from yesterday. Isn't it crazy we had 2 in 2 days? What if we have a third and it's
There'll
like
be
an
one
8?
in a couple of days.
If it hits 7.7, you might have to evacuate a lot of California. I felt it coming from LA. I'm so scared. I thought it was dizzy. Lovely Casino hotel towers are rocking back and forth for sure if Steven felt it. I'm about 2.5 miles off the strip, and as I mentioned,
Well, I have vertigo, so.
my
it's
wife has a
earthquake
bit
for
of
me.
vertigo, so it sucks for
earthquake for
her.
me.
So now she's in a permanent state of, but yeah, so the hotel towers are probably fine. The only tower I would really worry about would be the Cosmopolitan because it's considered a micro
And
resort.
stratosphere bomb. Come on, the skinny part. Hello.
Yeah, but the Cosmo is built on top of a parking garage, so that can't be the most safe ever. And I was supposed to watch My Brothers on Saturday, but now my mom is changing her mind. I still
Oh,
think
here.
it's Saturday.
There.
Here, oh, wait. Me, My Love, I think, was in California. Oh, so
Oh.
here's an interesting thing. I want to do a video documentary on the Harmon Hotel, which doesn't exist.
Okay.
The Harmon Hotel was at City Center. And it's hilarious because I did this long script that's on my Dropbox. So I was going to do like one of those little things where you put pictures. And I scripted it out. It's 10 minutes long. And it's all about how the Harmon Hotel was deemed inappropriate. They were pouring the rebar supports incorrectly. And so then when they got the rebar supports done, they said this hotel will fall down in an earthquake and kill everybody in the earthquake. So they actually dismantled the Harmon Hotel bit by bit, and it's gone now. Everybody said, earthquakes, earthquake, schmirthquake, this is Las Vegas, we're not California. Now they're going, well, maybe we should have listened to all that. I live in Las Vegas, but I'm in Laughlin. Feeling in Laughlin, you felt, yeah, it was at 8:19 p.m. That's scary. How strong is Vegas? Vegas strong. It's funny because I was on the street corner one day doing my timeshare thing. An ambulance drove by, and this guy was with his girlfriend, and he said, "That's so stupid, Vegas strong." And me and a friend of mine, I have a friend who's
You know
from,
how we're strong here?
why we're strong here?
Because of the heat.
Because the
They're
heat.
mean. They're very mean people.
You have to be a badass, you know
Yeah,
what,
kick-ass.
in order to live out here in this heat. In the desert.
Live that.
A friend of mine who's kind of a hothead, admittedly so, I'm not saying anything that he wouldn't say, he was like, Hey, Dick, you survived waking up in the morning and having 58 people massacred and 500 injured. Vegas is strong, and I would agree. And then the guy had class because he was staying in the area, and he came back the next day and he was like, I'm really sorry. I didn't realize that was where that came from. Now, of course, my friend could have just said, hey, that comes from when 58 people were murdered.
Vegas strong.
But, you know, we are strong in Vegas. But every city's strong. Orlando's strong, Vegas strong, Boston's strong. I think I'm going to... You just, like any city in America, you could just have a shirt that says blank strong. Houston's strong. Remember Houston's strong? But America is really strong. This is the thing about this country. So this is my perspective as an outsider. So during World War II, I know this because my wife made me read this book called Flyboys, which all of you should read. It's by a guy named James Bradley. His father is one of the people raising the flag at the statue of Iwo Jima. And it talks about how the United States... Yeah, H.W. Bush is in it. It talks about how the United States had to make an air force to combat the Nazis and fight the Japanese. And now I'm definitely demonetized on YouTube because I said the N-word. It's so ridiculous. Anyways, long story short was that the Japanese Imperial forces had submarines a couple hundred miles off the coast of San Diego, and they could have attacked at any time. And asked later why they didn't attack, one of the Imperial commanders said, because I told the Emperor that in America, behind every blade of grass is an American with a gun willing to fight to the death for their country. And that's why every city in America is strong.
They awakened a sleeping giant.
And they awakened a sleeping giant. And America, F yeah. Now we, okay, no politics. There's a lot of chat. This is the biggest ever live stream I've had. So thank you for watching. And if you're not subscribed, you should subscribe. And you should give it a thumbs up if I'm telling you anything that's interesting to you. And if you're not telling you interesting stuff, you should get out. Like America, you can love me or get out. I'm just kidding. I don't mean that. I love all of you. Well, will you leave California? Are you worried enough to leave California? And if you do, there's plenty of jobs in Las Vegas. Plenty of jobs in Vegas, everybody. Lots of California plates in Las Vegas. You can move to Las Vegas. My buddy's going to be a realtor soon, but I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not going to pimp out I'm going to pimp it out and make it a channel. So when I get out here, my wife's going to go on. Yeah, we have no personal state income tax. I was going to make a video on that, but then I got distracted by I don't know, a shiny thing and I didn't.
No state tax.
All right, so so much chat I got to address. This is a long live stream after all, isn't it? Okay.
Cats are hungry.
Cats are hungry. Oh, I disappeared. Don't worry, I'm still here. Oh! I'm at home now. There's nothing to be scared of. An earthquake are safer than snow and ice. In a way, except that it takes a lot of snow and ice. No, watch out. It takes a lot of snow and ice for a building to fall on you. We don't have a lot of con towers in Vegas where people live in them, just tourists. This is one for the ages. I'm unlocking my gate. Apparently I don't know how to unlock a gate, guys. I have to let my wife in the house because her hands are full of Filipino food. Then I'll show you guys where we are. Oh, I can't do things all at once. Alright. Alright, I'll show you where she was, and I'll stay on this camera for a bit and tell people lose interest. Go ahead, honey. Alright, love. Okay, so she was out here. I was feeding my stray cats. So you can see here. There's one. Hey! You won't let me touch you. And see these things. This is what I was telling you about up here. So she's sitting there, right? And I'm on the other side because I put out these cat foods for these cats out here. And I'm like right about here. Here's where I'm at. And I'm putting out little balls of cat food, which are all gone now. And she's sitting back there and she goes, earthquake, earthquake. And I'm telling you, honestly, these things were moving. This thing is not small. This is huge. And the other one next to it was moving. And then all the little trinkets we have right here, these start shaking. And then these street lights are swinging in the breeze for like a good 5 minutes straight, man. It was the craziest thing ever in a million years. – Where were you when it happened? Talk to me about that. Well, I got 69 people, but I only have 20 likes, which means that there's 40 some odd people who hate my guts. You hate my guts? What's wrong with you? Send me a like. It's a joke. You guys know it's a joke. In Henderson. Yep, 70 people. If you guys are new and you just saw this in your feed because it's an interesting thing that's happening, just know that I do Vegas videos all the time. I do them every few days. I started doing news stuff on Vegas, and I'll definitely have to cover this tomorrow when I get up in the morning and I have bad head and I take a video. And then I'm going to be doing more videos. I need to get myself a camera that doesn't die in the heat so I can take videos all summer long, but that's an expense, and a GoPro 7 Hero is one of the more expensive ones, but that's what I want to get. Tremors felt it at NBA demo game in Vegas. Yeah, that's the Summer League, man. Pretty cool. Did their stadium react, Kenny? If the stadium reacted, that would be pretty cool. What's Daniel saying about ungrateful? I'm missing something right there. 10 by 10 woke up a new generation to show how tough. Yeah, I mean, it's like we take what we have for granted. We don't have power outages in this country. We don't have a lot of things that a lot of people have to deal with around the world, and that's absolutely the case. There's a lot of places where the power just goes out. Where my wife is from in the Philippines, it's fireworks. Because it's the 5th of July. That's our big holiday in America. The 5th of July fireworks. I know I wait for them every year. They canceled the game that was going on. Really? California wasn't hit hard. Ridgecrest was hit hard. I thought we're on the coast where the majority of California was. Yeah, they shut on TV, the Vegas game. People were leaving the stadium. Not surprised. Well, guys, we survived an earthquake that I actually felt this time. Last time it happened yesterday, I was on the Strip. Look at this pork hat. Look at this. Hey! Hey! We think he was owned by the previous owners, and he probably belonged in the house, and now we can't bring him in the house because we have cats, and he's obviously an unknown entity. He'll just sit there. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. You don't know what you have till it's gone. You can hear the sirens. I don't know if the audio is picking that up. Oh, I just realized something. I can consult the video. Oh, cool. Look at this. This is my camera outside. It looks like a Minion. Hi, Minion. And the thing is, it takes video all the time. So I think I can just go on there and get the video of it, because I think that camera looks directly over here by the furniture. We built all this furniture. My wife helped me build it. I did all the heavy work. She gave me the plans. Felt it here in Santa Clarita, north of LA. Swang like a ship in the storm. My pool was shaking so hard it was like O'Shea. Is that a reference to O'Shea's Casino? It might be. Yeah, we had our neighbors across the way yelling and stuff like that. Everything swayed. It was pretty nuts. Alright guys, I gotta get off the camera. You know, thank you for tuning in to the live stream. If you haven't done so already, please like the video. It helps us get out. Don't be scared. It's okay. Helps the word get out about the channel. Helps people know to watch us. Thanks for all your comments and conversation and everything like that. That's pretty awesome. Oh, look at this. Can I see it? Can't see it, but there's a helicopter flying over. I don't know if there was another earthquake. I mean, I'm looking up at the lights. By the way, that's the Luxor beam right there. Have a good night, guys. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Siren Muscle. Appreciate it, man. I don't know how big I can build the channel, but people seem to like what I'm doing, and I'm very grateful for all of you guys. Shaking pretty good in Pahrump. .go. You guys are awesome, every single one of you. I wish I could stay on this live stream for a really long time, but I will inevitably run out of things to say. I'll have to use the bathroom, so I'll have to just go, and I'll be sitting here in a pool of my own filth, trying to come up with things to say for all of you people, and I can't do that. God bless you, brother. Oh, thanks for loving my channel, TJ. Please comment on the videos. By the way, if you guys, I'm going to give you some general advice. If you like a YouTuber, and they beg you for donations or whatever some of these guys do, I'm not asking you for that. But if you like a YouTuber and you want to help them out, all you gotta do is subscribe to their channel, hit the bell, And so you know when they get the uploads happening, and you can go to all uploads, not just personalized ones. And then you can comment. And the other thing that helps that I don't talk about, you guys ever watch a blog video on YouTube, and it's like the guy's like, okay guys, today we're gonna cover the time that we're gonna cover me going to go eat food at this new restaurant, and then it's 10 minutes of him not at the restaurant. Steven, we felt it, man. It was pretty nuts. If it's 10 minutes of him at a restaurant before or of him talking about his day or filming random things before he gets to the punchline, that's because it's all about the view duration. Now I don't try to trick you with viewer duration. You guys asked if I'm a Raiders fan. Yeah, I don't try to. Hey, Cecilio Ortega. I don't try to trick you, but the longer you watch videos, and if you comment and do like interactions on them and stuff like that, that helps the YouTube algorithm say that they're good, and that helps people get like discovered. So in a nutshell, like the videos, subscribe to videos, comment on the videos, give them a thumbs up, and then watch the video as long as you can. That helps people even more. Was the earthquake? I'm thinking move there a few months. There was an earthquake. No, I don't think there's any damage. Second earthquake I've been in. It's first for me, but technically I was in the other one. All right, guys, I gotta leave this live stream because I have to go inside. I have things to do. I have places to see, and no, it's not true. It's just that it's getting late, and I got up real early. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to reach out to me, it's info. We're good, Cecilio. Thank you for asking. info@vegasforfreenow.com. That's info@vegasforfreenow.com. And you guys can reach out to me if you want. And yeah, I gotta end the live stream, even though this is the most successful live stream I've ever had. If you haven't done so, just subscribe to the channel. I do news videos, I do walkabout videos, I do stuff on Vegas. I gotta go to the Raider Stadium too because they started to put the roof on the Raider Stadium. That's pretty good. All right, guys. Fireworks are going off. There's helicopters. There's a helicopter right there. See if you can see it. See it right there? That's a helicopter flying over, making sure everybody's safe. So you got police and emergency services out. Well, Hopo is okay. You're going to be fine, Cecilio. All right, I got to go. You guys are great. Thanks for watching. God bless everybody. Be good. Be good at it. Don't gamble too much in Vegas as my neighbors shoot off fireworks because we all love the 5th of July Independence Day special. Bye, guys.